Okay. We live now. Perfect. Okay. Alright. We're gonna be chatting to kind of unwind for a little bit. Well, I know the next couple days are gonna be like super busy, but I wanna unwind, what I'm saying. Yeah. So let's get started. How long is the stream gonna be? I think it's gonna be about an hour or two today. I'm kind of gonna make it towards about an hour just because aloha Geeky! Hi! Aloha! How are you? Welcome! Yes! Yeah. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing great! I am chatting today because it's been a busy weekend. I will be honest with you guys. It's been incredibly busy. So, these last couple weeks have been incredibly, and I mean incredibly busy, yeah. So, yesterday I had a collaboration with Abula Takahashi, and then the day before yesterday, I had a collaboration with Aurora Stabs, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that has been happening over this weekend, but I have a day today to kind of relax and chill with you guys. So we have some time to chat, we have some time to hang out and chill for a little bit before we get started with this new week, because the next couple weeks, well, this weekend that's coming up after this. What a busy person you are, yeah. That's why yesterday, right? Yesterday, I had a collaboration with Takahashi for the VTuber ukulele party. And then the day before yesterday, I had a collaboration with Aurora Stab. So we were doing a little bit of golf with your friends. And then coming up this weekend, as you guys might have saw, hold on, I can't wait to pull up this announcement, but I'm excited to tell you guys about this. Yeah. So, if you guys haven't heard already, next week is going to be even more busier because I am virtually heading to Off-Kai. Yes. I am virtually going to Off-Kai Expo next weekend. So, let me pull this up real quick. Hold on. It's picking up a lot. Yes! So, I got accepted into a VTuber meet and greet slot for the VTuber Research Club that's in San Jose, California. And I will be doing a virtual meet and greet on Saturday next week at the VTRC booth. That's going to be, so if you guys are wondering about where the VTRC booth is going to be located, so I can show you guys, I can tell you guys a little bit about the VTRC booth. So there's a lot of people that are joining it, so it's pretty cool. So hold on. What is it? So oh, hold on. I'm getting the Twitter post right now. So let me pull it up. Right here. Thank you, by the way, for the interest. I got... Oh, hey, Aurora! Welcome! How are you doing? Yeah, we're just chilling. Ah! No! Sorry! I'm so sorry I knocked down so much stuff. Hey, Captain Akito! Welcome! Oh, man, I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate you so much. I'm okay, yeah. No, so I knocked out my phones, and I'm okay. I'm okay, Geeky. Thank you. I'm okay. I knocked down a lot of the my phones. Thankfully, my phones are okay though, and one of my phones thankfully has a case, so it's not like too bad or anything else. Yeah, that's the thing about it. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. But yeah, Captain Akito, thank you for the stars. Maybe don't do that. Yeah, no, it was an accident. I promise, it was an accident. I accidentally knocked it over. It was accidental. What a clumsy cousin I have. Well, I wasn't even aware that there was like the charging cable until like I knocked it. And I didn't realize it knocked it. But I have a protective case on my area phone, thankfully, and it wasn't like too far. So I wouldn't recommend it, yeah. I think for future reference, I have like a little what was it? Like a little wire stopper. I can move the wire over here. Yeah, hold on. Let me move the wire. Charging cables. Okay, yeah, I moved it so that way I don't knock it over. I'm okay, chat. I'm okay, chat. Don't worry. My phone and my charger, my phone's just like knocked over. Okay, so let's get this post up. By the way, shout out to Aurora for inviting me recently. So thank you so much, by the way, for inviting me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. So, if you haven't heard of where I will be at next weekend, you guys probably might have seen this post on Twitter. It actually, for some reason, it blew up on Twitter for some reason. Like, I was not expecting for it to like blow up on Twitter. Because, like, I didn't know that there would be a lot of people who would be interested in seeing, like, a lot of the stuff. So, yeah. It's been so busy, man. Which is why I'm really glad that today, you know, we're just, like, unwrapping this week with a nice chatting. You know, especially after, like, a long, busy weekend ahead. It's like, yeah, you're gonna unwrap it. But yes, you guys want to see the post, you guys can check it out on my Twitter. But I posted it on my Twitter. This is what it looks like. But yeah, that's what it is. I am virtually going to Off-Kai Expo next weekend. So, I have 2 opportunities. So, as you guys know, my first event will be on Saturday. That's going to be the virtual meet and greet with the VTuber Research Club at 11 a.m. PST. That's 8 a.m. Hawaii time. Have fun. I'll be in a robot. Thank you, Captain Akito. I'm excited, but you know, it's just been so busy. It's been like, oh my gosh, it's been so busy. Hopefully, after this week, after H&L Fandom, I can take a break. I'm hoping. After this, I have H&L Fandom, and then that's pretty much it. I have Megabon, but Megabon is not till September, so. It's been incredibly busy, chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate you all. Oh, 1,000 stars. Thank you. The BTRC is amazing. Yeah. They've been giving me, like, so many opportunities. Especially because, like, when I got, I applied for a lot of different opportunities, but I got, like, rejected for the opportunities, unfortunately, this year. So I've been like looking forward every single year to meeting guests at Off-Kai Expo because well, the reason why, of course, is because number 1, Off-Kai Expo is the largest VTuber convention in North America, and number 2, you know, a lot of VTubers are gonna be there, and I want to meet them and I want to meet their guests. I sadly cannot afford to fly over there because I'm in Hawaii, and unfortunately, flights to Hawaii are very expensive. They are incredibly expensive. So if I was gonna fly from Hawaii, you know, that's just like how it is. The cost of living's already high over here, so I sadly cannot afford to like fly to Off-Kai Expo, even if I tried to. Can't wait to either, yeah. It's expensive in this economy, like, to fly out over. But, like, at the same time, you know, we've been hit like really hard by what is it? We've been hit the hardest when it came down to like the tariffs and everything. So like we've been hit like incredibly hard. So it's been like a lot of like the shipping costs are going up and like things are like rising up in prices. So like it's been to the point. It's been to the point where yeah, it's hard to like fly over there. So I understand in this economy, in this day and age, and in this economy, it's very hard to find like a place where like you can fly over at an affordable rate because it's expensive. So I understand. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, Geeky, I would love to bring Cousin over to Offkind next year. That's what I've been thinking about. I wanted to talk about Offkind. Since we have a cousin here, we have Geeky who's part of Cousin. I wanted to talk to you guys about it, but if you guys, okay, question. If I were to ever ask, Auri and Wachu if we could do like more event, like group event activities, would you guys be down for more cousin events? Like, you know, not just like the community nights, but like conventions, right? So like, for example, right? I have like so much goals and stuff I want to talk with Auri and Wachukefe about. Like, I want to like ask them if we could do like let's see, like as a group. But yeah, Geeky, if you have like any suggestions, feel free to like type it in the chat, because like I would love to hear suggestions from you guys about like what I should propose to in Cousin, like in the future. Of course, not this year, but like for future references, I want to talk to the rest of the cousins about this. But you know, I've been doing the best I can to like try to bring more opportunities to Cousin and like try to talk with them about what is it? I want to like bring in like more opportunities. You know, about with Cousin. So that's what I was like thinking about. Yeah. You can bring it up to them? Yeah! But yeah, would you guys, okay, if I were to ever propose like let's say what events do you guys have in mind? Hi Ado! Hi Ado! Welcome, yes. Okay. So I want to ask you guys, right? If I were to ask Cousin, right? Like the rest of the cousins, right? If like we could do like in-person events. And I was thinking, like, you know, I've been doing events for 4 years now. I've done events across Hawaii. I've done events, you know, and I've done like so much events, right? Across the White Islands. And if you guys have seen, Aurora, you've been to VB in Paradise before, right? You've been to one of my events before, right? So, if you guys want to see what it looks like, I could do like this one over here. So let me show you guys like what I mean. I could pull this up and what is it? Hold on. I gotta show you guys real quick. I gotta switch over to another overlay so you guys can see it. I'm gonna switch over to another overlay. I realized too, it's been like officially 1 month since I officially joined Cousin too. So I've been in Cousin for 1 month now, so it's pretty exciting, and you know, I do feel really happy that I've been given like so much opportunity. So like behind the scenes stream, well, in a lot of ways it's more like chilling and chillaxing, but also talking about my opportunity. Happy 1 month, yeah! It's been 1 month since I joined Cousin, and you know, it's been really awesome. Cousin's been treating me very, very well, and I've been given like a lot of opportunities to like do things that I've been wanting to do. So even though I am now backed by a VTuber group, I'm like, the fact that I'm able to like do all these things while still being group affiliated is like really awesome. Well, like, okay, so this is what I can come up with, right? Let me show you guys real quick. So I did this in the past. Hi, welcome in, Agent Mothman. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So this is what I came up with in the past. I will try to pull this up so you guys can see what I did. I'm working on the VTuber Expo stuff, but this is what I did in the past. Aurora, you probably remember this, right? Do you remember like the VTuber Winter Prom from last year? And these are like all the playlists too. So this is what I was able to pull off last year. Yeah, I was able to pull this off. So this is Wīpi in Paradise. This was what I did for last year's well, it was for this earlier this year. This was like a couple months before I joined CUZN. And I was working on this project on the VTuber Expo independently. So this was like one of the things that I have been proposing. Well, I've been like coming up with like ideas of like how I could give CUZN like more opportunities, because I know like from what I've been hearing from CUZNs, like the fellow CUZNs I talk to, they've been wanting to like do like conventions and like all of these opportunities and like collaboration interviews and everything. And you know, since I've been doing these opportunities for like, well, if you go back to 2022, right? I remember like doing VTubers 101. It's been like an opportunity where I'm able to like talk about it, right? But like, this is what I was thinking, right? So we have this karaoke relay and we invite these VTubers, but what if I were to include CUZN like as a karaoke relay? I don't know. I wouldn't propose this idea, but what would you guys think? I wanna like show this to Auri and Wachukefe. But what do you guys think about this idea? So we have a CUZN karaoke relay where the members of CUZN, you know, are able to participate and say, you know, hey, you know, let's do like a karaoke relay like this one, right? We can explain it like this, right? So it's gonna be like this one. And then you go down the line and it looks like this. And then the year before, actually, if you're looking forward to our VTuber Winter Prom karaoke relay in December. Aurora, by the way, you participated in it last year, right? So this is what it was last year. Pretty interesting, huh? So it looks like this. Yeah. Now that you're part of CUZN, do you want to get CUZN more involved in events? I do. I think like in the long run for me, not just like for my health, but like everyone wise when it comes to the group, I think like in the long run, I would love for CUZN to get more involved when it comes to like these events that are happening, because as you all know, I've done these events like independently, like a lot of these events independently. This was like the year before too. And these are like all like the karaoke relays I did. So this is like stuff that like I've been thinking about. It's like, you know, I was thinking, right? Like, I don't know if CUZN would be down for this. And at the end of the day, it is up to them. But yeah. Have you been encouraged by CUZN to be able to do these events? Yeah. CUZN's been encouraging me to attend these events. They've been giving me a lot of support when it comes to like the events I want to do or like things I want to work with. Like, for example, you know, I'm going to Off-Kai Expo this weekend and I'm very excited to go to Off-Kai Expo virtually this weekend. And I'm very grateful. I'm super grateful that I've been able to do so much cool things and accomplish like a lot on my end. So I do feel like that for me, CUZN was the right choice for me, because I have a VTuber group backing me up, but I'm given like a lot of freedom to do the things that I want to do. And in return, I get to use my skills. you know, to help out the group as well, like grow. So that is something that I was thinking about too, right? It's like I could help out I could help out what is it? Wait. Yeah. Like these kind of projects too. But that's what I was thinking. Like, what would you guys think? Do you guys have like any like other event ideas that I was thinking about? Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, it would be like so cool, right? It would be like the really cool idea. But yeah. Have you been like coming up with like event ideas that you want to pass on to cousin? I have been. I've been like coming up with like event ideas. So like, okay, I'll type out. I'm gonna go back to the just chatting screen. So if you guys want to see like some of the event ideas that I have proposed, right? Let me pull up my notepad for a bit so you guys can see like what I was thinking. Hold on. Let me pull that up. Okay, notepad. Whoop. Okay. Here it is. So these were some cousin event ideas like I was thinking, and I wanted to pass this down to Wachu and Auri and the other cousins. Yeah. Geeky, would you be down for this though? But like this is what I was thinking, right? So these ideas, but what I am proposing, right? Some of these ideas are gonna require like backing from other people, you know, to be able to accomplish like all these event ideas. Wait, can you guys not see like the text? Hold on. Can you guys see it? Oh. Can you guys see it? We can't see the text. Ah, oh, shucks. What am I looking at? So we're looking at cousin event ideas, and I'm typing them out right now that I want to propose to. So, here it is. So, for the karaoke relay ideas, right? The cousin event ideas. So, I'm trying to, like, come up with, like, several, like, options. Since, you know, now that I'm part of cousin, and I've been a part of cousin for, like, about a month, and I've been getting settled into the group, I have been thinking, like, what if, like, we come up with, like, karaoke relays, right? So some ideas are possible, but like there's a lot of stuff. Of course, one thing that I have confirmed, right? So we have like this cousin karaoke relay I was thinking about coming up with. We have the VTuber Winter Prom coming up in December. Another thing is like interviewing cousins, right? So I've been working on like trying to figure out how we can grow cousin as a group. So, like, we could interview cousins, like, in a podcast, for example. Like, let's say, like, if you ever want to collab with me, Geeky, right? And I could interview you and the audience and ask questions. Like, you know, what made you want to join cousin? And, you know, what's your advice to, like, aspiring cousins out there? Etc., etc. You know? So, I could, like, do, like, an interview podcast. Like, you know, there's been, like, Speak of the Devil for Iron Mouse. Like, I was looking into that. I was like, okay, so, Speak of the Devil, right? Iron Mouse's podcast. Like something like that one, yeah. I was really thinking about that. So we could do that. So I don't think that Kawaii Con or H&L fandom for this year is so H&L fandom, right? H&L fandom. That unfortunately is kind of last minute. for me to do something with CUZN. But next year, I could talk to CUZN and H&L Fandom's team and ask them like if we could do like maybe like a CUZN special event at H&L Fandom. Like I know like PC Gamers Hawaii would be more than willing to like work with us, as like I remember like them working with Twitch Hawaii in the past. So I think like that's something that we could do. And another thing, right? So we interview CUZNs, right? So like speak of the double, right? So in this podcast, I want to invite at least one CUZN member, like Geeky, for example, and I want to ask them like their experiences and what's it like being part of CUZN, any advice they may have, and so much more. And then that way too, we can get to know the CUZNs, but not just like getting to know the CUZNs, but like we can talk about like our Pacific Islander culture, you know, because as you all know, CUZN is a group of Pacific Islander VTubers. Everyone in CUZN are all Pacifica. And that also includes myself. I'm part Native Hawaiian. And, you know, I want to talk about my culture. And, like, we can talk about our cultures, too, and get to know the entire group as a whole. So I was thinking about that. That would be, like, a good idea. Another one I was thinking about, right? Let's speak of the double. It's as inspiration. Right. That could be that. We have the karaoke relay for CUZN. That's another one. That could be a good one. And then another one I was thinking, right? We already have like the community nights that we've done before. I see where you're going with this. It does sound like a good idea. Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like that not many people know that CUZN exists, right? Not many people know that CUZN exists. And I've noticed that many people were telling me, it's like, Cooky, you become like an introduction for many CUZNs. Like, since I joined CUZN, there have been a lot of people, like VTubers, who aren't even aware that CUZN exists are starting to realize that the group exists. And I have noticed that there are a lot of people out there, well, in the entire VTuber scene, that don't even know that CUZN exists. Or don't even know that CUZN is there for them. So, you know, there's a whole lot of people who are very curious about CUZN, who want to learn more about CUZN and the group that exists. You know, I've been really wanting to like come up with like ideas, like, hey, you know, let's like interviews, let's do like so much different things that I could possibly come up with. You know, I might talk about this with Auri later and or watch you about this, but I was thinking, you know, like, let's come up with like event ideas, for example. And thank you for hyping up the CUZNs. Yeah. You know, actually, it really helps that you guys in return have been supporting me too. You know, so I feel like that I'm able to do the things that I can do. Because now I have a group backing me up again. But at the same time now, I have, like, freedom to do the things I want to do while still having group backing. Like, one of my biggest goals, right, was to be, like, in a VTuber group. But, like, I want to keep my IP and I want to still be able to do the things that I'm doing. But, like, have a group backing me up so that, you know, I can, like, keep doing the things I love, right? Because, you know, there are cases where once you get into a VTuber group, oftentimes you have to give up your intellectual property. And you have to give up a lot of things, you know? So being able to join CUZN for me allows me to be able to keep my intellectual property, allow me to keep what I'm doing, but now I have a group backing me up. So if anything goes wrong, you know, it's like, you know, if there's technical problems or anything, you know, at least, you know, they're there to help me up with like anything. And in return, you know, I get to help them out too. So in more than ways than one, you know, it's like a mutual beneficiary. Yeah. And then another thing. This one is so cool. Oh, cafe pop-up? Okay. So funny story actually. Funny story actually about the cafe pop-up. So originally, chat, for Your Mage is My Command, I originally was gonna do like a boba shop collaboration, but unfortunately that fell through. But I do know someone who I think could be possible when it comes down to talking about what is it? Figuring this out. What's the business that you have known of? Screensaver in San Francisco. That's the one. That's the one. And I was thinking about, you know, talking about this. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is, yeah. Alright, next one, of course, Cousin Cafe pop-up. So, in order for us to have a Cousin Cafe pop-up, I'll have to, like, find, like, a food place. That's, like, what it is over here. So I would have to, like, find a food place. So that would have to be the thing, too. Right, another one. What about, like, a VTuber panel for Cousin panel at KawaiiCon 2026? 2027? That's doable. That's doable. I think that panel was doable, but it's, from what I've been hearing, there's a lot that has changed when it comes to, like, the panels. But I was thinking about, like, you know, I could do, like, panels and, like, all different things, you know? So it makes a lot of sense in ways. Yeah. So I was thinking about, that's the one, that's the one. Yeah. That's what it was, yeah. That's what it is, yeah. Okay, there's the next one. Number 5. Right. The viewing cousins. Speak of the devil's inspiration. Cousin Cafe pop up. So if I'm gonna put a star over here, right? That means that I would have to figure out the budgeting. So I'm gonna put a star. So if I put a star, right? Budget will have to be in consideration. So that could be that. Will have to be in consideration. So that's what we're gonna have to do. Right? So we have the Cousin Karaoke Relay. I could pull that off. The Cousin Karaoke Relay, like I said, it's not a problem because I have done like the overlays in the past. So like it's not a problem. You know, it's not a problem. You know, including the cousins in the karaoke relay event. That would have been like pretty cool to do. Yeah, I could like possibly like do that. That's doable. That's doable. That's doable. Another one. Cousin Paddle, QuietCon 2027. Yeah, I was thinking about that. What about Cousin and VTuber Research Club? That I'll have to talk about with Auri and Wachu. But I could ask them. I could ask them. Because I am thinking, like, since I've worked with the VTuber Research Club, right? I could be like, if I am going to be at Off-Kai virtually, maybe I can ask Cousin, like, hey, you know, you want to approach the VTuber Research Club? Like, let's work with them, you know? Let's bring these events up, you know? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So, maybe CUZN partnerships. You could think about that. First thing, of course, I want to reach out to, I would love for CUZN to reach out to, is the VTuber Research Club. So have you guys heard about the VTuber Research Club? So they're they're a VTuber company. They're a company that basically does like these VTuber events, and they bring these VTubers out on the robots and the TVs and everything, and they bring them across like different like conventions, right? So they bring them on these different conventions, like on the robot, on the TV, on the backpacks, and I've done that before in the past. If you guys want to see, oh yeah, I gotta show you guys. Hold on. Let me see if I have a picture. Let me see if I have a picture from last year's Off Kai Expo. Yeah. Hold on. Last year's Off Kai. Hold on. Sorry. Try to wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, here. Oh, here. This is the one from last year. It looks like this. I was able to pull this off last year with the help of YouTuber and VTuber Research Club. I made it like a photograph experience. So you guys don't know, I turned this into like a checky. So I use like Canva, and then I use like a little bit of what is it? So I use Canva, I use Clip Studio, and I pulled this all off basically. Yeah, so it was like I was in the checky, and then people could come and take pictures with me. It was like this, yeah, it looks like this. I'm thinking about like readjusting it this year and like bringing it back, so that way I could pull off the checky. The thing is, it was very difficult for me to be able to position the camera, so I had to like adjust it in like a certain way so I could fit the frames of the TV screens. But I have a little bit more time this year, so I will, on Friday, I do plan to take some time to like adjust it. I'll only do like maybe like a short like test stream, just to like make sure everything like it's all set it up. That way like we're all ready to go on Saturday. But it looks like this. I was able to pull it off, and it was kind of like a checky. Wait, you can see it, right? You can see it. Like this one. What about a 3D concert for CUZN? Actually, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea if you think about it. That is something that I gotta talk to VToku about. That. But actually, speaking of VToku, they actually invited me in the past to like come to their building. I was invited by VToku in the past to visit them sometime, so I've yet to visit the VToku building, but they did invite me. So I was thinking, VToku X CUZN collab. So yes, CUZN 3D concert. That's so awesome. Oh gosh, did I turn a just chatting stream into a work stream? Oh my gosh, I just turned it into a work stream. No, it is supposed to be a weekend where we're just supposed to catch up, but instead, like, I'm just working on like so many different projects, and that's just like how it is. No. Working hard. Hi, Cuckoo. Welcome to stream. Yeah, somehow I turned it into a work stream. Especially because I had 2 collabs. Hi, cousin. Yeah, so somehow, chat, now I'm like coming up with ideas of like conventions that cousin, you know, I should talk with Auri about and Wachu about. It's like for me, right? I want cousin to grow, and I want more people to be aware that cousin exists. So I'm thinking of like ways to like grow cousin as a talent. Doing well, how's it going? I'm doing great. Right now we're just talking about now Cookie, how come I can't find a hydrate redeem? Wait, hold on, Geeky, I got you. 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 This one. That's my hydrate. Yeah, so it's called Hey You T-Doll Hydrate, but I have not changed the T-Doll. I do have the Mage Hydrate. I do have the Hydrate. You can redeem it for 60 cookie bits. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. You know, so that's what it is. Yeah. I have a Hydrate redeem. I have a redeem. It's located in my power-ups and rewards. I have like separate rewards and separate power-ups. So yeah, they changed it now. So nowadays, like the power-ups and the hydrates are separated. So they changed it to that. And that's like what it's looking like on my end. Yeah, they changed it. Maybe ask Ritoku. Yeah, I could talk to Ritoku about that. Cousin 3D concert. That is so. Now it's redeemed. You gotta drink your water. I do. I do gotta drink my water. Oh, but I would drink plenty water. That's the thing, chat. I wouldn't drink water. Now we gotta do a collab sometime. Yeah, I would love to learn more. Cause I know you were talking about like I remember like I was watching your VOD on YouTube and you were doing like a teaching stream where you were teaching people about you were teaching Samoan, right? So I was thinking we should do a collab sometime. I would really love to get to know my cousins more, like my fellow cousins, and even with my busy schedules, like, you know, these opportunities, I could bring them to the group and see, we can look into this. Like, these are like some really cool things that like I could bring to cousin, right? You feel like you can use your skills for the good? I can, actually. I can use my skills to help cousin grow. Right? So it feels good that I'm able to put my skills, like all the years of like independent streaming and independent event planning, I'm now able to put them to good use. So in a lot of ways in one, you know, the work ethic that I had to adapt really, really helps now that I'm in the group again. Because I'm able to use it. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it's been. Yeah. Actually, speaking yesterday, I was talking to Gray Fox, and Gray Fox was telling me that they want to also learn more. They would. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna do a longer version of that stream since apparently it was too short of a stream for the majority of people want to join last time. Yeah, let me know. Like I said, I wanna collab with my fellow cousins. I really do. I wanna invite like the cousins to so many different opportunities. And, like, assist me in like so many different projects and everything. Like, I want to make cousin a successful VTuber group to the point that like cousin gets like more recognition. I think like what cousin is doing is really, really helpful, and like I think cousin is very underrated and needs like more attention. Cause like the members, like all members of the cousins, right? Everyone in cousin like works so hard, and they put in like so much work into like talking about our cultures. It's amazing. It really is incredible. It's really, really incredible. You know, what cousin is pulling off and what cousin's been doing. And you know, I'm happy. I'm very happy under cousin. Very, very happy. I've been able to like, you know, do so much things, and I have the backing of a VTuber group, but I'm free to do the things I want to do. I do not have to ask for permission when it comes to doing a collab. I can do it, and that's not necessarily a problem. Yeah. So in a lot of ways, I'm given a lot of creative freedom to being able to do the things I want to do. It's like, you know, you have creative freedom, but at the same time, you have backing, knowing that if something goes wrong, then your group is going to be there for you. It just feels good. So it's like the best of the both worlds. That's good. Exactly. Exactly. That's the thing, right? That's the thing. Yeah, like, they've been, it's like you have talent freedom to do the things that you want to do. Like you can do so much things, but at the same time, you know, you can do, you know, you also have gen mates backing you up, and like management backing you up, the founders backing you up, and it's really beautiful, honestly. It's a really, really beautiful thing. Like, I feel like for the first time in a long while, I'm able to like accomplish a lot of things, but like also knowing that if I get sick or if I have to take care of my health or for any reason, I could just ask the cousins if they want to help out and they can help me out with the stuff. It feels good. It feels good, honestly. You know, I would admit I have experienced like near burnout when it came down to hosting these events. So I did not want to stop hosting Hawaii VTuber events. That's the thing. I didn't want to stop. CUZN is a community whose voice others also big independent. Yeah, that's exactly what we are. That's exactly how I would describe CUZN. CUZN is a lot like it's a lot like Socks Agency. If I would describe CUZN to someone, I would describe CUZN as like a Socks Agency, but for Pacifica. So we have access to resources in CUZN while still having creative freedom. That basically means that we keep our intellectual properties, we keep our channels, we keep everything intact. But, you know, just like Socks Agency, you know, we have freedom to collaborate with whoever we want. We have freedom to talk about our culture, but we also have, you know, backing from a VTuber group. We have backing behind the scenes. So if we need anything, right, we know that the group is going to be there to support us. And that's like a really cool thing. It's a talent first group. CUZN's very talent first. It's very talent first. CUZN is very talent first. Like, they really care about us and they want us to succeed. Like, if you... And that's how I would describe someone. Like, to CUZN, to someone. It's like, how would you describe CUZN? It's like, well, CUZN is basically like Socks Agency, but for Pacifica VTubers. Because CUZN, you know how Socks Agency is very talent first, right? So Socks VTuber Agency, it's very talent first. Like, they give their talents a lot of freedom to do what they want to do. They don't have to ask. Oh, thank you for the follow! Welcome! Lee Unde, thank you for the follow! Welcome! Hello, how are you? Yeah, how are you doing? Hi, Lee! Welcome! Yeah, so, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Cooky Usagida. I'm the least chaotic pig bunny mage from CUZN. Welcome. Yeah. Awesome. Hi, Lee. What's poppin'? How's it? Hello, Lee. Welcome to stream. Yeah. So, we are talking about a lot of goals and events that I'm working on. And for those of you guys that don't know me, I am working on events. And that is what I'm doing. Yeah. Well, least chaotic. What am I? Chopped liver? I think we both are the least chaotic, Geeky. I think you would also be the least chaotic too. So I would say that we both fit the definition of the least chaotic. So I would say, Geeky, we fit in that mode. I still say so. Me too. We're saying so. Cousins? What's that? Okay, good question. So there is a fellow cousin, Geeky, and we're gonna explain to you what CUZN is. So CUZN is a Pacific Islander VTuber group. It's founded by Auri and Wachukefe. It is, think of CUZN as like Sock's VTuber agency, but all the members are Pacific Islander. That's basically how I would best describe CUZN. So in CUZN, we don't have any restrictions. We don't, well, yeah. That's how I'll basically describe it. It's basically like Sock's VTuber agency, but all the members are Pacifica. Yeah. And we're a VTuber group. Yeah. If you want to learn more about us, we have a command where you can actually learn more about us. But that's how I would best describe CUZN. That's what I would best describe it as. Yeah. Do I ever have to ask permission for anything in CUZN when it comes to collabs? No! I don't have to. I can basically do it. Like, if I want to collaborate with someone, send a family type. Yeah! We're a family. We're like a family, basically. But, you know, at the same time, ignore all the cussing and crashing. My apologies. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm crashing out. Yeah. My apologies, Geeky. Hopefully you're alright. No, honestly, I really appreciate, you know, what you guys all do. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Actually, no. These are, like, event plans that are coming up. So that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. So again, what events you got planned, Queen? Good question. I'm actually coming up with some ideas right now for CUZN. So we have the karaoke relay, interviewing cousins, the CUZN cafe pop-up. These are all the events that I'm thinking about showing to Wachu and Auri, what I was thinking about doing. Oh, thank you so much for the stretches, Geeky. I appreciate you. Thank you. So, I got a stretch. Thank you, Geeky. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yes, stretch, everyone. Yes. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I should do a YouTube short where I explain what CUZN is all about. So I should actually look into that. Yeah. Like doing a YouTube short about it. Like, oh, the advertisement. My apologies. My apologies. I'll catch you up. Don't worry. I'll catch you up, guys. If there's an advertisement, I do apologize. I will catch you guys all up. I don't know how many cousins you guys, but maybe you guys can do a friend swap or party game. We actually have done that before. That was like before like I joined CUZN. But like in the past, we've done like collaborations. Fall Guys tournament? Okay. Maybe I could send it out. Fall Guys tournament? Yeah, I could do that. But I would have to ask Auri and Wachu about it. Anytime that it like the cousins, I have to ask them, pretty much. But like when it comes to like individual projects, like it's pretty much up to me of like how it is. Yeah. That's what it is too. Yeah. 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 Welcome back. Thank you. Stream Elements gotta chill out. Is it every second it sends a message? Yeah, Stream Elements does that. Because the thing is, right? We're working towards like a full-on Hawaiian telecom partnership on my end. So the reason why I'm working towards a Hawaiian telecom partnership, well, number one is to improve Hawaii's VTuber infrastructure. And number two, it's something that I want to bring to CUZN. It's like, I want to bring to CUZN, like, these opportunities, like, convention appearances, and, you know, business partnerships in Hawaii, and, you know, like, being able to go to these different conventions, and, you know, maybe being in the calling, maybe, like, we could do, like, more collabs together, like, more event appearances, you know? So, like, we could, like, come up with, like, so much ideas, you know? That's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is, yeah. Yeah. You taking a popular initiative, respectable? I'm trying my hardest. Honestly, I am doing the best I can. Which, okay, I've been trying my best to bring these VTuber opportunities to Hawaii for 4 years now. Way before I joined CUZN, I have been doing like these VTuber events like in Hawaii and like bringing these opportunities over to the Hawaii market. My first VTuber event was back in 2022. I did my very first KawaiiCon VTuber panel in 2022. And from 2022 to 2024, I was doing these VTuber panels. But then I did like the VTuber Takeover 2025 with Twitch Hawaii. 2026, we did like VB to Paradise, which was, okay, VB to Paradise was Hawaii's first attempt at like a fan meetup. And we did like a karaoke, really like a hybrid in person and online. So it was pretty cool actually. How I set it up was like this one. So I could show you guys like what it looks like. Round actually sent me this. But I sometimes like work with Ron Slex. Like we come up with like so much like event opportunities. Like Ron will help me out with like so much like opportunities and everything. I've been working alongside Ron Slex as a mentor for like, gosh, how long? What was it, like 2 years? No, actually no, 4 years. Yeah. 4 years actually, because I first met Ron Slex. It was back in 2022 at the QuietCon panel, and then from then on out, Ron has since been involved in like a lot of like VTuber, Hawaii VTuber things. And now that I'm part of CUZN, you know, I'm planning on expanding like my reach. Um, to help out. So I'm inviting CUZN to like more things and like, you know, getting CUZN involved in like more events, more conventions, more panels, more merchandise projects. And that's just been like what I've been working towards. So here is what it looks like. So TLDR, we were given a floor, and this is what I came up with. I'm sorry, Gomene. It looks like this. But this is what we got. It's the three types of people: those with plans, who make plans and take initiative, those who are always sound reliable, and those who flake out most of the time. Gotta show those three personalities. It depends on like the VTuber. Like I said, at the end of the day, you know, it is completely up to them when it does come to like collabs and everything. Because it takes like, what is it? It takes like a lot to like come up with all these events in general. So like when it comes to like we're gonna do an event, right? So excited. I'm always down to like come up with like events and stuff. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you. You have a wonderful day. But yeah, Geeky, if you ever want to see what it looks like, here's what it is. You can zoom and see it. This is what it is. Whoop. Yeah, this is all I could come up with at the time I was given the resources. So what I really want for next year, right, was I was thinking about getting a table. And like then what we could do, right? We could have a table, bring these VTubers over, we have a DJ set up and like everything. So that's something that I was like thinking about. But I have to talk to QuiCon about that. That's like the thing too. QuiCon next year like falls on Memorial Day. So I gotta like talk to them about it. Yeah. QuiCon falls on Memorial Day. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. So speaking of my VTuber career, actually, you know what I was thinking about it, right? Now that I think about it, I've been doing these VTuber events for 4 years, like these Hawaii VTuber stuff, and like being regional, like it's got to be like a lot of success. But you guys want to know something? When I first debuted back in 2020, so back in 2020, I debuted in July of 2020, and when I debuted, I was originally well, I was an indie. Even without a lot of research, at least you did it because not a lot of people would attempt what you did, so that's success in my books. I appreciate you, Geeky. And that's why, like, honestly, like, I'm really grateful. You know, because, okay, funny story if you actually think about it, actually. So, you want to know, like, back in 2020, I was trying to be, like, a global VTuber because I fell in love with, like, Iron Mouse and Yanners and Seikyu. I was so inspired by Iron Mouse, right? And I was watching her content, and, like, she's an inspiration. She's, like, the reason why I'm in the VTubing community. So I was, like, watching, like, her sheets and was so inspired. And I was like, wow, you know, this sounds so fun. Like, maybe I should consider trying it, too. But at the time, chat, I was on an all-in-one. A Dell Inspired all-in-one. And at times, my stream would crash so much to the point that literally it crashed. That's what it was. It crashed. And like my computer would freeze. And like every single time I start a stream, every single game I would play, it would be like 9 to 10 FPS per second. So like my first 3 years, like I had it like really, really rough. And I tried to go global. I was trying to aim to the global VTuber market at the time. And when I was going global, I failed. Miserably, I failed. Because by the time, right, I was already debuting in 2020, and like the first 3 years of passing by, there happened so much VTubers that were already like in the global market already. So there was like already like a huge scale of like global VTubers in the Western market already. There's like so much. It's like there's so much. And I wanted to tell you guys, I didn't give up easily. Because what I did instead, I went regional. So I had to change up pretty much everything. So I was like, you know, if I wasn't going to go successful as a global VTuber, you know, as a global VTuber, you know, I had to like change up everything. So I did join another VTuber group in 2023. And then I was part of it for like almost about a year. And then I was part of another VTuber group for about 2 weeks. And then I left that group because, well, the first one was because the group closed down. The second one, the group eventually closed down. But the reason why I left was because management and I like disagreed on a lot of different things. So, you know, management disagreements. We were disagreeing on a lot of things and we just couldn't come to a reasonable conclusion. So I left. Yeah, I left that group, went back to being independent, and then I started High VTuber Expo. And then I'm in CUZN now. I joined CUZN last month, and now I'm in CUZN. So, yeah. It's been a month since I joined CUZN, and I'm pretty happy. So, you know, it's been good. CUZN's been treating me really well. Yeah. So, that's what it is. That's what it's all about. Did you go regional? I did. I had to go regional. And I changed up my entire content strategy from like, oh, I was gonna be this global VTuber to like being the Hawaii VTuber, the pink bunny mage representing Hawaii. And I changed up every single one of my content to like talking about the Hawaiian Islands, you know, talking about like playing games, doing Hawaii VTuber events. We also need to play games too. Yeah, we do. I want to play games with my fellow cousins. Hi, Nancy Fortune. Thank you for the stars. Welcome. Appreciate you. We do. Like I said, I want to collab with my fellow cousins. Like, I do. I do want to collab with my fellow cousins. I do. That's the thing. I want to collab with my fellow cousins. Everyone in CUZN has been so sweet and so welcoming, and you know they've been helping me out with like so much behind the scenes. You know, boosting up my posts, congratulating me on these opportunities, providing assistance. Like Geeky provided technical assistance. You know, when it came down to like my streams having Wi-Fi issues. So honestly, it's like I'm still shocked I got into CUZN. Even now, I'm forever gonna be shocked that I still got into CUZN. I'm still shocked. Cause the thing is, I wasn't even like so sure whether I was gonna get into CUZN or not. So that was the thing too. Yeah. Yeah. I do that for everyone that have technical issues. I appreciate that, Geeky. I appreciate that. It is really nice, you know. It is really nice that if I'm having any troubles and the cousins are there to help, it's really nice. It's really nice that they have my back and we have each other's back. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You know? That's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah. 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 That is the thing. Yeah. That is the thing. That is the thing. What about merchandising? Good idea! Oh my gosh. I was thinking about like CUZN merch, right? Like, okay, here's the thing, right? We could actually like come up with like CUZN merch. Like, I am like sure that like we could like come up with like CUZN merch. Actually, if you guys want to see like my merch shop, I have a fourth wall where like I could come up with like pretty much like anything I was thinking about. Hold on. Let me type it in chat. Fourth wall. Oh, Hold on, I got my beacons. And then let me go to my fourth wall page. Yeah. Hold on. I'm switching over to my fourth wall. This is the one. So it looks like this. It looks like this, right? So I was thinking, if we can do CUZN merch, that could be like so doable. It could be like so doable. Fourth wall's good? Yeah, fourth wall's pretty good. I've been using fourth wall. You know, for merchandise production, I've been using fourth wall. It's really, really easy to set up a fourth wall page, and it's free too. So like, you don't have to like, hey, why did you like start up a merch shop? Fourth wall is free, and like the production, most of it's in house. So you know, there's a lot of variety of merch options you can do too. And like, if you like click on like where it says launch your shop, right? You can actually like support the channel too. It helps a lot. But you can build your own like custom storefront on fourth wall. It's pretty cool. So let me type this in the chat. Let me type it in the chat. Yeah, there you go. That's my shop. But yeah, we could do that. We could actually do that. That's not a bad idea. What about any local businesses you're thinking about partnering with? Okay, so I worked with High Collector before. Maybe CUZN could possibly talk to High Collector. That could be something we could do. Yeah. That could be like something. That could be like something we could do. I could like do that. That could be like easily doable. You know? Yeah, that could be like, okay, we could do that. We could do that, chat. We could do that. Like, we could, like, come up with this idea of, like, okay, so, if we create, like, what was it? If we create, like, a CUZN merch store, we could do that. And I was thinking, right, CUZN has artists. So, like, what if I ask CUZNs, like, hey, you know, like, let's come up with, like, a merch store. Let's do, like, all of these things. And we could, like, create a shop on fourth wall. It's free. It's, you know, they do the merch production. And, you know, that could, like, support the artists. You know, I was thinking, you know, we could do that, actually. We could do that. That could be, like, doable. You know, I was thinking, that could be, like, awesome. What's the next one you're thinking about coming up with? Perfect. You know, actually, Cookie Nation, I just came up with an idea. Okay, I'm gonna guess at conventions, as a solo. But what about a group? I'm thinking about that. Alright, hold on. Let me go stretch and hydrate. Hold on. Yeah, I'm hydrated, buddy. Okay, I'm good. So, what is it? Yeah. Oh, right, conventions. So, if you have, like, any convention ideas, feel free to let me know. Like, if you guys have any conventions that you guys want to ask me. But I was thinking, right? Yeah. That's what it is. Okay. Next one. Conventioning as a group. Maybe paddles could be good. That could be awesome. So that's gonna require like financial resources. So I'll put that as a star. Um, cousin Birch. Force a wall can do for free, but needs artists. Yeah, we could put that. We could put that. We're back gonna get something and also did you eat? I did eat this morning. I had like spam, boiled eggs, and rice. It was so good. But I gotta eat like dinner, like at like 6 o'clock. But I did eat something today. I did. I had boiled eggs. I had rice. I had spam. Spam has been like my go-to food because like over here, like in Hawaii, like spam is like as a lost leader here. So like spam is like really really cheap. Like you can get like okay. Spam is so cheap in Hawaii, but like everything else is like expensive. Spam is cheap, but everything else is like pricey. Yeah. It's pricey everywhere else, chat, but you know, everything else is pricey. You know. You're pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. You're gonna eat later, girl. We did a healthy cookie, not a sick one. Thank you. Yeah, you guys have been on top of it when it comes to my health, especially like after I drank CUZNs. Like you know, we want to make sure that Cookie's okay. We want to make sure that Cookie is like taken care of and all that. And like the fact that like the CUZNs are like, you know, you need help with anything, or like, do you need like any help with like anything that you may need? It's really nice, actually. So it's nice to be in a VTuber group that's like, hey, you know, if you need anything else, you know, don't hesitate to let us know, or how can we help you out, you know, to help you grow with this Hawaiian Telecom influencer referral deal? You know, how can we help you, you know, how can we help you, like, elevate your event planning skills to the next level? You know, that's what it is. That's what it is, yeah. So it's really nice that I'm able to put my event planning skills to good use. It's like my skills are valued. Exactly what I'm saying. You know, you could actually, like, you know, you can put your like skills to like good use. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is, yeah. Yeah. That's what it's been. Any plans on like any like CUZN expansion that you've been planning? Besides merchandise, there's a lot of business deals I'm thinking about talking to. So like I have like local businesses that I have been talking to. So what is it? Um yeah. What is it? So when it comes to like businesses in the past, right? That I remember like I been reaching out to, right? Or like talking to them. Hi, Elijah Plays Games! Welcome to stream! My name is Cooky Usagida, the least chaotic big money mage from CUZN! Welcome! How are you? I hope you're doing great! Hello! I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm super glad. Any like plans for business partnerships? Well, of course, there's the businesses that follow me on what was it, on Instagram. So, oh yeah, there's the businesses that I remember follow me on Instagram. I remember that. There's like a bake shop I remember that followed me. There's like all sorts of like art businesses, different like artists that follow me. There's even like LLCs that follow me too, and like different like craft businesses. So I actually think, chat, that could be doable. That could be doable if you think about it. I could actually do that. But I don't know like if they would be down to like work with CUZN. I mean, like, I wouldn't mind, like, I wouldn't mind, like, them, like, doing, like, art of, like, myself for merchandise purposes, but when it comes to CUZN, I have to ask the group. Do you like painting? I do. I have done paintings like, in the past, but, like, the thing is, right, I haven't had, like, much time to, like, do painting these days. Between, like, the back-to-back events, you know, yeah. Actually, I like to make comics, but they're just like prototypes. I see a C. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. But that's really awesome that you know, you do comics. That's pretty cool. That is really, really awesome. Yeah. I actually like to make anime comics or romance. Like manga? I see. That's awesome. Good afternoon, Mr. Sagina. Good afternoon. Hello. Yeah, so TLDR, we are just chatting about like any future event ideas. Because I'm planning on reaching out to Auri and Wachu about like event projects and all these things. So I have been proposing some event project ideas that I want to pass on to CUZN. You know, I've been a talent with CUZN for about 1 month now, and I was like, you know what? I want to pass some of these ideas down to CUZN. Like, I would love for CUZN to like hear these proposals. Like, that's what it is. How are you? I'm doing good. You know, just chilling. You know, it's been like a really busy weekend. You know, between I had a collab yesterday, I had a collab the day before yesterday. Like, I had double collabs. I need to go eat. No worries, Elijah. Take all the time you need. No worries. I will be here for about like 2 hours or so, and then that'll be pretty much it. Yeah, I gotta make sure that like everything's all good. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate you. So, would I have to do like a grind ranking this week? I would have to. Yeah. Because if I want to do like any like future area events, right? You know, if I want to do like any like future like area events, I didn't know you were Pacific Islander, Mr. Sagina. I am. I'm part Native Hawaiian. Yes, I am. Yeah. What's my Pacific Islander heritage? I'm part Native Hawaiian. I'm part Kanaka Maoli. I've been like a little more open about my culture since I joined CUZN. Like I've been like a little more open about my culture. That's cool, yeah. I think since I joined CUZN, I'm finally able to open up more about like my culture. Like I've finally been able to like talk about like all the things. Hey, welcome back, Geeky! Welcome back! Welcome back with food! Hey, yeah! The food's looking good though. Worship would probably be given for COD. That could possibly be it, yeah. The thing is though, right? I have a producer in mind for merch. And that's like fourth wall. That's a fourth wall. Cause I use fourth wall, right? Fourth wall is like free. But like you can make like merchandise that's like the artists, like it supports artists too, but it would support the group in return. Because the group, right? They could like do like more services, like like 3D concerts, etc. More community events, things like that. I was thinking about that. But for my convention appearances in the past, right? It doesn't usually count as merchandise. Usually, like it's either for a panel or for a meet and greet, and that's pretty much it. I have yet to do I've yet to find any Cooky Usagida merch at a convention. I'm not there yet, but that's okay. I gotta keep working hard to get to the point where I'll get like bad merchandise. But I gotta keep working hard to get there, I gotta like keep working hard to get there. I know it'll be like a long while. You need a Fubo. Wīpi! Hi, fellow cousin! Wait, Wīpi! I gotta give you VIP and mod. Hold on. Guys, go check out Wīpi. Welcome, fellow cousin! Hi! Wīpi, hold on. Let me give you mod and VIP role. I trust you, guys. I trust my fellow cousins to keep this chat safe. Yeah. Actually, hold on. Wīpi, I'm giving you mod and I'm giving you VIP. Okay. Aloha! Yeah! Hi, alo. Yeah. Actually, recently, the fellow cousins have actually been teaching me about, what is it? The fellow cousins have been, teaching me about Mahiki New Year. Actually, I didn't even know that there is a Maori New Year, actually, until, with the cousins, they were telling me, hey, do you know that a Maori New Year exists? And I was like, wait, it exists? It exists? Like a Maori New Year exists? Because, okay, here's the thing, right? I never realized how unaware I was until I joined the CUZN. I did not, because all my life, I was never taught that there is such thing as a Maori New Year. Ever. I was never taught that. I was never taught that. That's the thing. I was never told, hey, Cooky, there's this that exists. This Maori New Year exists. It's funny that there are proponents in academic circles that the rise of parades may have marked the Gaelic New Year. I see. Yeah, that's awesome. I've known Lunar New Year. I've known regular New Year, but I have never known growing up that a Maori New Year, Maori New Year exists. By the way, Wīpi, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, please feel free to let me know. I want to make sure. That I'm pronouncing things correctly. So, my apologies for the advertisement. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. And that's because of collision. And yeah, I'm back. Welcome back, Elijah. That's because of colonization and. I'm sorry for the advertisements. I'm so sorry. I'll catch up. Wait. Don't worry, chat. I'll catch up. Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. For the advertisements. No, not the ads. Geeky, I gotta mod you too. Hold on. I gotta mod Geeky too. Geeky, I gave you mod privileges. I trust you guys. I gotta leave again my mom needs me. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. You guys gotta do what you guys gotta do. If you guys gotta go, you guys gotta go. No worries. You know, like I said, you know. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, let me catch up. So, right. The ads. Yeah, I hate the ads so much. But you know, it is understandable. You know, Twitch needs these ads to support the channels, and it is understandable. You know, it is understandable that they have these advertisements. So let me catch up. Now, because of colonization and cultural race of the Pacific Islands, but at least you know now. I feel like that I've been finally able to reclaim like what I have been doing. Like I'm finally able to talk more about like my culture. You know, it's like that. Yeah, that's the thing. 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 Yeah. Anyway, it hasn't been true for around 2,000 years since the process of the stars, but there are new theories. The theories of the new year, the quality in the Gala calendars was associated with a place crossing the Milky Way. Oh, that's interesting. That's new. I never learned that before. Yeah, like I feel like I never realized, Cookie Nation, how much colonization has really impacted my brain until like I got older. Like as I got older, right? As I got older, chat. As I got older. Right? As I got older. Right? As I got older. It's like I'm learning more about myself and learning more about like what's it like to be part Native Hawaiian. I'm part Kanaka Maoli, so it's like interesting to learn about. Yeah. What's my heritage? So my mom is Latina and my bio dad is Eurasian and Polynesian. So I am Pacific Islander from my bio dad's side. So my biological father is Polynesian. Yeah, he's Native Hawaiian. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. It's really curious. It's curious how much things exist that seem perfectly to us only really exist in a Western Christian society. But yeah, it's like, you know, you get to learn more about yourself, but at the same time, like, you never realize, like, wow, was I really growing up in an ideology where I was colonized? Like, I was like, was I that colonized growing up? That there is no, like, there's, like, no point, like, where I was learning about, like, oh, there's, like, you know, Maori New Year and all that. You know, I never even knew of that existed until, like, the cousins told me, like, hey, Cookie, you know, there's a New Year that exists. You know, it exists. It's here. It exists. So, you know, I get to talk about, like, you know, it's like, you know, we get to celebrate it. Yeah. My small prop that we don't want ads and just want to keep watching a certain Cookie sub and you'll get the privilege of watching her without the ads. You guys don't have to subscribe, like I said. That's optional. It's optional. You know, like I said, I always tell people you do not have to subscribe to the channel on Twitch. Like, I encourage you guys to watch my videos for free. I appreciate it, but please save your money. Please save your money. I appreciate it. I really do. But those are optional. Twitch subs, those are optional. Like I said, I much rather would have you guys watch my channel for free. Because, you know, I am generally very passionate about Hawaii's VTuber infrastructure and, like, building Hawaii's VTuber infrastructure from the ground up. So, you know, for me, right? I don't mind, you know, people not subscribing to Twitch, especially in this economy. Especially now in this economy where, like, Twitch subs can cost, like, $5.99. Which, by the way, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. In some cases. You know, that's enough to, like, pay for, like, here in Hawaii, right? If I were to, like, $5.99 $5.99 could like pay for like a soba and salad and a drink, an Arizona green tea at 7-Eleven. So that is a lot of money in some cases. So I do understand if people cannot subscribe on my Twitch channel, that is absolutely perfectly okay. You know, like I said, I encourage you guys to watch my channel for free. You guys do not have to donate. You guys do not have to Twitch sub. Those are completely optional. Always optional. Always optional, but always appreciated. Mr. Usagida appeared at my house last night and ate Usagida a rocket at my head and made me subscribe to Twitch of the pain of death. Why? Guys, like I said, Twitch subs are optional. You do not have to subscribe on my Twitch subs, guys. $5.99 is a lot of money for some people, especially in this economy, you know? You do not have to subscribe to my Twitch channel, and I always say this, right? You do not have to subscribe, again, to my Twitch channel or, like, memberships or anything. Those are optional. The best way to support my channel is by stopping by and saying hello. Those are free. And, you know, if you're not able to, you know, if you're not able to, you know, subscribe, that's absolutely okay. You know, the best ways when it comes to, like, stopping by saying hello, besides that, is, you know, like, fan art helps us a lot. You know, fan art helps us a lot. You know, fan art, for example, fan letters helps us a lot. And, you know, another really cool thing that you could also use to help support this channel is by clipping. So, you know, I encourage you guys to, you know, make fan art, make, clips of me and then post it on your YouTube channel. Of course, as long as it's with credit, of course. But, you know, for the most part, I am honored if people like would have post my clips on their YouTube channel. That's what it is, yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. What was that, Miss Usagida? If you're actually my fan, then you'll subscribe to my Twitch channel. I also want to hunt down and eat your soul. No! Guys, I do not promote this. I do not promote this at all. Guys, I always tell you guys that that donations are optional. You do not have to donate. They're free. My channel is free. Like I said, it's free. It's free. Yeah. I do not ask people to subscribe if they're not able to. Because I always say, Twitch subs are optional. They always are, and they always will be. I always tell people, you do not have to subscribe to this Twitch channel. The best way you can support my live streams is by stopping by and saying hello. That's the best way I will describe it. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. You know? Remember, guys, donations and subs are optional, but they're always appreciated. So, you know, that's the best part. That's the best part. You know? Yeah. Like I said, and I am serious when I say this, that I encourage people to watch my channel for free. Because the thing is, right? You know, I get that, you know, people want to subscribe and donate. That's fine, and I appreciate it a lot. But at the same time, I much rather would have you guys take care of yourselves first and foremost. You know, like I said, remember to take care of yourselves first and foremost. That's the most important part. Take care of yourselves first and foremost. That is the most important part, is to take care of yourselves. Yeah. By the way, I'm shouting out Taka and Nanate because they gave me shoutouts recently, so I want to shout them out as well. Yeah. 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 That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like I say, Cookie Nation, Twitch subs are optional. Please, 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 please save your money. That's what it is. So I would love to like what is it, chat? I would love to like what is it? Um come up with like ideas on like convention stuff. Oh, actually, this one's actually cool. A Pacifical Cultural Fair with CUZN, right? So, okay. I have been thinking about this for a long time, but imagine if I was to do like a cultural fair with like each VTuber like presents like their culture, and like audiences can like come visit them, and like they could be like, okay, like I'm gonna present about my culture, you know, and talk about my culture right over here. And I think like I think it would be like super cool. Actually, I was like really thinking about that, like cultural fair. That's what I was thinking about for years. It's like, you know, I was thinking for many years, I want to do a cultural fair. You know, I want to do a cultural fair. And that's the thing, right? That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah. A cultural fair? That'd be so cool. Exactly. I think like, what is it? Like a cultural fair would be like the super cool definition of like everyone shares their culture, and like we could talk about it and like display our culture to everyone. Cultural fair relay, that'd be so cool. I could do that. I could pull something that I could pull that off. I could pull that off. That's something that, you know, I could do. You know, that's something that I could do. I could do that. I always wanted to do that. Yeah. I could do that, chat. I could do that. Yeah. Yeah. I know Ron Swex was telling me that like he's also working on like another VTuber event too. And like it's actually like quite interesting. Betty! Bienvenidos! Hola! ¿Cómo estás? Hola! Bienvenidos! Welcome, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hola! How are you? Yeah, so if you don't know, Minty, by the way, is a fellow Irium streamer. She recently debuted on Irium, so please go congratulate her. She is a new Irium streamer. She just recently debuted on Irium, and yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. I think they're doing okay. Just finishing the thumbnail for tomorrow. I see. Good luck with the thumbnail. You got this. Yeah, this week is like incredibly busy. Like the next couple of weeks, The last couple weeks I've been busy. This week will be busy. I have a little bit of a break, thankfully, after Off-Kai, for events, because I have H&L Fandom. But after this, I have a bit of a chill break, and that's, like, pretty much it. And then Megabond, and then that's, like, a wrap for events for now. And then Winter Prom in December. I miss going to conventions. Yeah. Conventions are so much fun. I was thinking about, like, including CUZN at these conventions. Like, for sure. I'll make it next year. Yeah! Hopefully, next year I could do something with, for KawaiiCon. We do, like, KawaiiCon meet and greets every single year. And then we have, Megabond Hawaii, which is, like, a bond dance in Pearl City. That's coming up in, like, September. We do, yeah! We do. If you don't know me, I'm the founder of VTuber Expo. And, still the founder of VTuber Expo, even after joining CUZN. So, you know, I do, like, these VTuber events across the Hawaiian Islands, and that's, like, the thing that I do. I do that a lot. Yeah. Every single year, we do, like, KawaiiCon, for example. That's, like, the one thing. Winter Prom, all that kind of stuff. I've already talked to. Isn't that Hawaii? Well, yeah. Those are all in Hawaii. Like, KawaiiCon, Megabond, all that. This year, though, thankfully, I was given official creator status by Megabond. So that means that as an official creator, I could actually talk about Megabond, and I could, you know, maybe bring the VTubers over, and, like, we could do, like, meet and greets. But I have to talk to them about possibly doing a booth. That or, like, figuring out how to, like, bring the VTubers over to Megabond. Because in order for us to be able to do, like, the Megabond stuff properly, I have to talk with the Megabond organizers about, like, how I can pull it off. I have a webcam, so I'm good with the webcam. When it comes to the webcam, I have the webcam already. So I'm already, like, good when it comes to the webcam. Because my service tablet already comes with a webcam, but my service is, like, getting old. So I might have to, like, upgrade my Windows computer eventually. Like, my Windows computer still runs Windows 10. Both my Surface and this laptop, this PC that I'm on, they both run Windows 10. Hi, Dick Gamer! Welcome! How are you? I remember the days of dealing with convention staff. I see. The thing about, like, convention staff, right, is that, there is a lot of negotiations and discussions behind the scenes when it comes to convention staff. Like, what is it? I would have to, like, talk to, like, the organizers and, like, seeing if I could, like, do something or not, right? So that's, like, the thing. I have to talk to the convention organizers. So that's the thing I want us to get in trouble. We don't want to get in trouble, and that's the thing. I just saw, like, conventions, but I've never done the stuff as a VTuber because I didn't have that much following next to when I was a Facecam creator. But I see. I think as a VTuber, there's so much opportunities, you know? So I would advise, like, if you really want to, like, do the opportunities for, like, VTubing, you know, do convention stuff, then I would say go for it. Go for it. You know, there's a lot of opportunities that, you know, in Hawaii right now, I'm, like, building up these opportunities one by one. And now that I'm part of CUZN, it's like, you know, I have, like, more support to do the things that I want to do. Actually, I had Wīpi stopping by, Geeky stopping by earlier. By the way, Wīpi and Geeky, they're my fellow cousins. They're also part of CUZN as well. So please go support my fellow cousins. Yeah. I joined the Dragon Con, but it was a custom fabric stuff. In 4 days, I did 64,000. I see. It's how I got conventions, like, high risk, high reward. But I would say, like, if you have, like, the right mindset and the right, like, mindset and the right marketing tools, I think it's doable. It's high risk, high reward, but I think with the right market, the right mindset and the right marketing, I think it's doable. Like, more than doable. Yeah. You just gotta have the right mindset and the right marketing tools. And you're good. You're good. Yep, exactly. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. Lots of communication connected to Saw. That's so true. You know, actually, now that I'm part of CUZN, right? I think about this, right? Now that I'm part of a VTuber group, I never realized that my skills could be so useful until I joined CUZN. Like, the moment I joined CUZN, like, after I became a group affiliated VTuber again, after I joined the VTuber group again, I never realized that the skills that I learned in CUZN, that I learned during my independent years, like the 2 years that I've been like as an independent. So I started as an indie, then I joined Pastel Circus, then I joined Virtual Vortex, then I went independent, founded High VTuber Expo, then I joined CUZN. Yeah. And you're the true bunch of the manager idol, yes. I see. Yeah. You learn a lot. You gotta learn, like, pretty quickly on, like, how to, like, you know, communicate with, like, each staff member, each talent, you know, figuring out how to communicate with the management, how to communicate with the staff, you know, how to communicate with the talents, you know, how to communicate with the sponsors and so forth and so on. Because different people have different needs and different, like, specs and unique abilities. Yeah, so I had to, like, learn, like, pretty quickly, like, when it came down to, like, negotiating with sponsors, negotiating with VTubers, negotiating with VTuber groups and everything. You hear, like, emails, Discord, Blue Sky, Twitter. It was like, it's like, all of these things. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like so much to learn. So much to learn. That's like the thing when it comes down to it. But I never realized that after I became a talent at CUZN, after I joined all the CUZNs, it's like, wow, like, this could actually be very useful. I could actually help out the CUZNs and, like, help grow their VTuber group. You know, I'm part Native Hawaiian. I have been doing VTubing since 2020. I have been to so many different conventions and so many different events, and I've worked with so many different people. And I talk to people at different conventions to the point that, wow, this could actually really help CUZN. It can help CUZN grow as a VTuber group. You know, in return, while I help CUZN, I get, you know, the freedom to do the things that I want to do. So I'm free to, like, collab with anyone I want to do. I don't have to change up my model. I don't have to change up my IP, etc. You know, it makes sense. It makes sense. If somehow I was always the ruler because I was always too straightforward whenever I was doing something stupid, I see. I think, like, sometimes when it comes to, like, negotiating with people, right, it depends on, like, negotiating, you know, depending on it. I got told so many times not to talk to people the way I did, and it was like, would you have listened and I would have been nice to them? No. We didn't listen either, so tada. I think, in my opinion, you know, it does depend on, like, the communication styles, like, beforehand. Like, transparency needs to be between the talent and the staff member. You know, so my biggest advice is, like, you know, between talent, between staff member, communication needs to be, like, involved. There needs to be, like, a lot of communication. So, like, people gotta know when they are doing something wrong. Like, it's best to, like, point it out and, like, have a conversation with them in a manner that respects both parties. You know, so that is, like, my biggest advice when it comes to, like, communication. You know, when it comes to all these companies and everything that I've worked with, it's like, you know, both parties need to communicate in a way that is respectful and transparent. I would end up pointing everything out, but I can see. But that's, like, my experience too. It's like, you know, transparency. Both parties need to be, like, respectful and transparency in terms of communications. And, like, if it's, like, something that can be taken in private, it's best to, like, discuss things privately and not just out, like, in social media in the open. Because I've learned this a lot, but, like, what I see on social media, it changes, like, everything forever. Like, social media, like, once it's out there online, it's out there for, like, the whole world to see. Like, 90% of the time, it's out there. It's gonna be out there for a super duper duper long time. And I was taught, you know, once it's online, it's there for a super duper long time. And it can either impact in a positive way or a negative way when it comes to like your reputation. And they ended up doing art for an agency for 2 years and never got paid for more than 100 designs. I see a C. I see a C. I think, like, I do agree with, like, the importance of, like, transparency and respect between, like, both parties. Like, if both parties, for example, are in a way of communication, you know, being part of CUZN for me, starts with a D and ends with a T. I do remember. What is it? I do remember of Idol ES. I do remember like Idol ES. So I was watching like some of the Idol ES debuts, but like it's been like a long time since like I last talked about like Idol ES, because it's been like a while since like I talked about Idol ES, or like I watched Idol ES, because now they changed their name, right, to what was it, Chroma Shift. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. It came to light that they were not paying their artists. I see, I see. The agency that messed up is recently. It came to light they were not paying their artists. I see, I see. Do I be on Discord? I don't think we have each other on Discord. But let me give you my Discord server link so that you can join it. And from then on out, I tried to add you as a friend recently, but every single time I try to add you as a friend, it didn't go through. It didn't go through at all. But Minty, are you on Twitch or YouTube? Because if you're on Twitch and YouTube, I gave you like the Discord command, and like you can then join in from there and I'll add you. Thought I would open up my account up. Yeah, I tried to add you, but there was like this error message like, sorry, we're not accepting friend requests. But when they join my Discord server, it's like it just like works out like pretty well. Sorry, that's okay. That's okay. It happens. It happens. It happens. No need to apologize. There's no need to apologize for that. It happens. Accidents happen. I don't want to write the agency statement. That's okay. Yeah, no, understandable. You know, that's part of an NDA contract. You know, you guys are under an NDA, and NDAs have to be appropriated. You know, NDAs have to be appropriated. You know, in agency context, I don't want you guys getting in trouble. You know, that's just how it is for me. I didn't work for that agency, TBH. ICSC. Yeah, I don't want you guys getting in trouble for NDA concerns and stuff like that. So I understand. I completely understand. Yeah, I did work for the ES one. ICSC. So I don't talk to them much other than that they were a mess. ICSC. Yeah. Oh, hi Edward! Welcome! How are you? My name is Cooky Usagida. I'm from CUZN. I'm the least chaotic pink bunny mage from CUZN. CUZN is a Pacific Islander VTuber group founded by Auri and Wachu. Hi, I'm new here. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Welcome to Irium for the first time. Irium is pretty cool. It's like a VTuber streaming application where you can like talk and collab with other streamers. So it's pretty cool, yeah. So what we're talking about currently is that we're talking about like VTuber events and all that. I'm coming up with ideas for CUZN because, now I've been part of CUZN for 1 month now, and it's like, how can I use my event planning skills that I learned as an indie VTuber when I was under Pastel Circus, when I was under Virtual Vortex, to expand CUZN? Because here's the thing, right? There is so much skills that I learned, I picked up when I was in Virtual Vortex, when I was under Pastel Circus, when I was as an independent. There's like so much things that I learned. And now that I'm part of CUZN, it's like, you know, I want to bring these skills to CUZN. And I want to help CUZN grow. I want to help Auri and Wachu grow their group. Especially as a talent. So it's like, that's what I've been wanting to do. Ah, yes. Yeah, exactly. 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 I want to grow the group. Who owns CUZN? Auri and Wachu actually are founders of the group, but I'm a talent for them. I'm just a talent for CUZN. So that is what it is. Yeah. I'm just a talent for CUZN. Yeah. I just like to make new friends, so I know I don't really care much about this. Not my sissy. Well, it's really nice to meet the story, and I'm glad I can talk to you and talk to people, make friends. You know, I see. It's understandable, yeah. You know, you can make friends on Irium too. Like you can like make friends, build a community, and all that. So it is pretty cool in more ways than one. Am I able to join the Discord because the question of Pacifica is there? CUZN is only open for Pacifica, as far as I know, for VTubers. So CUZN is only open for like Pacifica VTubers. But my Discord server, my main Discord server, right, that I have is open for my community. Yeah. That's okay, Minty. That's okay. Yeah, from what I know at the end of the day, you like expire your card. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Hold on. Let me send that to you. Well, I've been living. My link is expired in the card. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Hold on. Okay, try this link now. On my Discord. Try this link now. It should be working, but let me know if it doesn't work. Good gravy where I've been living. I've ever heard of this, but I've been living under a rock. I never heard of this before. I don't know what this app is. So Irium is a mobile streaming platform where you can stream as a VTuber and like you can stream to your audience. Too many apps here I don't understand. That's okay. So I can explain to you guys. Irium is a mobile streaming application where basically you can stream as a VTuber and like build a community, make friends and all that. And Twitch and YouTube are PC streaming platforms. So you usually will need a PC in order to stream on Twitch and YouTube. But there have been people that have been trying to mobile streaming on Twitch as well in the past. So it makes sense, yeah. Yeah. And Discord is a communication platform. It's like a social media communication platform. But instead of it being a website, you have to download a specific application. And then from then on out, you can communicate on Discord. Yeah. From then on out. That's what it is. Alright, yeah. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. I'm willing to bring it up. So feel free to. Yeah. That's what makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I will. Yeah. No worries. Thank you for the follow, Edward. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Cooky Nation. Oh. It's been like 2 hours since I've been on live stream. Oh my goodness. I've usually been streaming for 3 hours and then it's only like 2 hours and it's like almost dinner time already. It's almost dinner time. Oh, shucks. It's almost dinner time. What time is it over there? It's like 5:37 in Hawaii right now. Yeah. 5:37. PDT, I see 8:37 PDT. I see. Your Pacific time. Okay, Minty, can I message you on Twitter? Sorry I wanted to ask, but can I message you the link on Twitter? Go for it. Okay. Let me send you a message. Go, man. I'm so sorry. Let me send you the Discord link. Okay, I sent it to you now. So you should be able to click on it. Let me know if you don't get it. Let me know if you don't get it. I shouldn't do a stream about CUZN. Yeah, I should. I know Geeky is down for it. I haven't asked him Wīpi yet. But I know Geeky is down. I remember talking to Puripani, and Puripani is down. Yeah, I mean, Yata, welcome to the stream. Yay! I'm so happy you're here. Welcome. Yes, I just right now. Hold on, let me get JinksClip up with the with the CUZN one. Okay, there you go. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. All right, you guys have the CUZN roll now. So Wīpi, if you join the Discord server, I'll give you CUZN roll as well. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta give myself the CUZN roll. I never gave myself the CUZN roll. Yeah. So it's for the members of CUZN. So all the members of CUZN on my Discord server have a CUZN roll. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. I gotta ask Wīpi. Chat. Yeah, Wīpi, if you ever want to join the Discord server, let me know. I'm always down to, do collabs. Always down. Okay. That should be good. I'm open too. I would love to switch hours. I'd have to switch hours. I see. Yeah, always on a collab. You want to do VTuber events in Hawaii? I'm down. That's just how I am. Like, I'm trying to build Hawaii's VTuber infrastructure, bringing VTubers from Hawaii to the world. So it's like, I'm doing the best I can. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. What made you want to join CUZN? Well, there's several things. One thing is that I wanted to be part of a VTuber group that gave me freedom to do the content I wanted to do, but still like I have backing. Like, I wanted to be part of a group that gave me backing, but allowed me to continue doing the content I was doing. Yeah. And another thing too is what also made me want to join CUZN was I was already aware that CUZN existed for a while before I joined CUZN. So it makes sense, yeah. To be honest, I'm shipping the worries because my own job forced me to take care of some at the same time as my kids. I see, no worries. Oh, Rakani, welcome! Hi! When I get back, I'm going back to streaming at 2 p.m. PST. Yeah! Rakani! Hold on, let me give you a Discord server link. Welcome to stream! Hi, welcome, guys. Shout out to Rakani, y'all. They're having a debut in 2 days. Congratulations on your re-debut. I heard you're gonna be re-debuting soon. Omedetou! Yay! So yeah, for those of you, yeah. Oh yeah, yo. Last time we spoke, there's been a lot of things I gotta catch up, but yeah. I joined the VTuber group! Yay! I'm a cousin. Congratulations. Yeah! Congratulations, Mark, yo! Holy moly, yeah! I'm back under a VTuber group again. So I've been part of CUZN for 1 month now, and it's been awesome. CUZN's been treating me really, really well, and actually, Wīpi and Geeky, who are part of the group, actually were in the chat earlier. So Wīpi, usually the CUZNs would be marked with a sword, because I made some of the CUZNs like moderators so that like they can keep a close eye in case if like there's hiccups or anything. Yeah. But the CUZNs have been marked with like a VIP. Anytime there's a CUZN around, I give them VIP access. Automatic VIP. Like I want to recognize that they are part of the group. One day I can make a CUZN badge for Twitch so that I can mark any member or CUZN so that it's easy to identify them. Am I streaming on Irium? I am! I'm on Irium right now, actually. I'm on Irium right now. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. Yep, I'm on Irium right now. So, as we speak, actually. Yep! That's awesome! Yatta! Oh yeah, Rock, I gotta send you Discord friend request sometime. We gotta catch up! Like, if I'm gonna be honest, I gotta catch up with y'all. Honestly. Yeah, I have to catch up. I think I'll open my Discord now. Yeah! That's what it is. Yeah. So that's what it is. Yeah. What time I gotta go? I gotta go at 6. I feel bad. I have to leave at 6 p.m. Hawaii time. I gotta eat dinner. That's okay. Let me add you right now. Just about that. There we go. I added you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, I gotta go to the restroom. I'll be right back, and then I'm gonna get ready to redirect you guys. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I returned. Sorry, I have to go restroom. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So it's 5:50 chat. I'm gonna save this. Hold on, let me save this, and then I'll present this to the cousins the next time I see it. But that way, like, I don't have to like worry about it being lost in the channel. Thank you for sucking up, Larry. Appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. So, there's anything that you want to talk to cousin about? Like event opportunities. Like, you know, thinking about like doing like more collabs and including like more event opportunities as well. So I would love to. That would be great. Yeah. If there's anything that like you guys can suggest that I could talk to cousin about, like feel free to let me know. I would love to send this to the cousin staff about like how we could like ensure that the cousins are best supported in the group. Because I want to make sure that like the other cousins are like supported too, you know? I've been like doing events for years and I've been like planning so much different things. Let's talk about WCAM by Discord. Yeah, sure. Maybe I can do like Shimmer Code. I was thinking about like bringing back the Shimmer Code episodes and like I want to like invite people. But I would love to like do like I used to do like Shimmer Code at one for like a podcast series. And that was like something that I was like doing in the past. So I would love to like bring that back and like interview like more people. The thing is, like I have never really like had like the opportunity to ask people directly for our collab because of time zone differences. But like the thing is, like when it comes to events, like I could do an event just fine, but collabs for me can be like a bit difficult. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit difficult, but can happen. Yeah. As long as I'm able to keep a cool head and negotiate the time zones and everything, I think it'll be fun. It's just I'm like I bet I can do just fine, but collabs are like a whole nother story. Yeah. So I gotta get used to like setting up like collabs and everything. So that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. I used to do it a lot. I see. Do you have like any like goals in mind that you want to do when it comes to like VTuber goals? Yeah. Do you have like any goals in mind? Like on area? Because I know you just debuted on area recently, but do you have like any goals in mind? I like you want to do like concerts, you want to do like paddles, events, and like anything? My goal for the most part. Oh, Kirsten Paul, thank you for the bits. Stop forgetting to say hi as I can't stay here. Hope the stream has been fun. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. You have a good day. I want to be able to build at least a community and help. I also want to be able to go to conventions and represent my VTubers, and concerts would be awesome. I see. For the Hawaii part, I can do that. Like when it comes to VTuber events in Hawaii, but for the mainland, I would usually like talk to like Fourth Dimension Studios or VTuber Research Club to help out with that. Sometimes like I would like talk with like Oshi Push, as they also do events too. So like I would like, yeah, exactly. I use third parties for the mainland stuff. For Canada, I worked with Barry Caddy's Sakali to make that happen. And then for Hawaii, I just do the Hawaii stuff. Yeah, I do the Hawaii stuff. So any Hawaii related things, I just do that on my own. I think now that I'm in CUZN though, I could involve them in the process. So they want to like chip in, help out. That way I don't have to like do everything on my own. I don't have to do everything on my own, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, there's so much stuff that comes into place. There's so much. Yeah, there's so much going on. I need to find out how much flight to Hawaii is from Seattle. You don't got it, it's fine. I've done virtual event appearances before. I brought an iPad. I put a service tablet, and I would just bring that along with me. Or I would use my phone and just bring you guys along on it before. Awesome, yes! That is the awesomest opportunity. Yeah, that is awesome. Moving around a little robot. I would get a robot, but that's a lot of money. And living in Hawaii, there's shipping restrictions. There's a lot of shipping restrictions in Hawaii. But if I could get one secondhand, I could do that. But I could do the iPad. I don't mind the iPad stuff. That's doable. If I really want to do like the robot, I would either have to ask like Bitoku, or like I would have to ask VTuber Research Club, like any recommendations. It is possible, chat. I just need to ask like Bitoku. That's what it is. I gotta like ask them. I got to. That's how it is. Yeah. Okay, I think it's 5:57. Oh, I also chime in TBH. I know that sometimes they might have to throw a bit of money. That's how it is in the life of creator. That's true. It doesn't come cheap. A lot of people, when they realize that for a VTuber, for any VTuber opportunity, people don't realize how expensive like VTuber opportunities can be. Like, it is pricey. You know, that is something that a lot of people don't realize. It's very pricey. But there are opportunities that you can get started as a VTuber for like either cheap or like completely free. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunities. There's like PNG tubing, there's Void, there's you know, like customizable live 2D models. I used to use the Sakuraimon one before I eventually settled with this one. So that's it. This model though is a custom made one. If you want to see like my custom made model, whoop! There we go. I can show you guys my full model if you guys want to see them. It's a full body. Yes, it is a full body. There you go. Yeah, there you go. It's a full body model. Don't worry. Most creators I know, like, when they start, like, they usually start with, like, a full body. Like, if they get, like, a customizable live 2D model, they usually start with a full body. And then, like, later on, they go, like, full body, and then, well, half body first, and then full body. I passed up correcting. My apologies for the iPad. I'm so sorry about the iPad. I'll have mine in 6 months. SCSC. Good luck. You got this. They take a while, but you know, it's worth it. It's really worth it. You know, if you're able to, you know, put in the able to like what is it? Like add what as embryo and a 3D. What ICSC? Yeah, VTuber is always the best place to start for VTubing. There's so much stuff you can do in VTuber. Like, I've been doing outfit reveals and all these different things. So it's like, it's always like the coolest thing you can do. Like, always so cool. Always so cool. Oh no! It's 6 p.m. It's almost dinner time. I'm sorry, chat. Okay. So, I'm gonna have to redirect you guys because I gotta go eat dinner. It is 6 p.m. in Hawaii. I realized I was chatting for so long that I haven't eaten. Well, I gotta eat soon. I gotta take care of some stuff. But it's been fun. Yeah, it's been really fun. So, thank you so much again for coming. I appreciate you guys. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for the 100 comments, Biz. I appreciate you. And yeah, if you ever want to talk, don't hesitate to let me know. Like I said, I'm always down to like answer any questions you guys may have. But yeah. For now though, I'm pretty busy, but I do the best I can to answer your guys' questions. So YouTube, I'm gonna redirect you guys to Abake Pam. Twitch, I'm gonna redirect you guys to Bunny. So make sure you guys go give them support. Thank you so much again for coming. And yeah, my next stream's gonna be tomorrow on Irium. The next couple of days are gonna be pretty busy, so I won't be able to stream as much as I'm gonna be focusing on Off-Kai. But yeah, thank you for coming. This is Cooky Usagida from CUZN. I hope to see you guys all later.